Reptilians do walk among us. Did you guys see Kate Beckinsale on the Jimmy Kimmel show saying that her daughter's boyfriend lays eggs? And she saw it, and she also showed them pictures that the crowd was not able to see. Now, a lot of people think she's joking or think it's some type of code word or code whatever, and something they do that's weird in Hollywood, maybe. But I found it interesting what she said about her daughter's boyfriend. Take a listen.
2 eggs in a week is what the bright spot was.
Who did?
The boyfriend did. He's a Jew from New Jersey, and I thought possibly it was.
TikTok, I didn't call him a Jew from New Jersey. Kate Beckinsale did. She called him a Jew. And she said he lays eggs. And she has proof of it. These reptiles walk among us. I think people just think we live in this world where the government tells us what we can see and believe, and that's it. That's all that exists. No. These reptilians walk among us, and I think a lot of you know that. Go back and you look at ancient statues, you see evidence of reptilians and these weird animal-human hybrid people. Mind you, the Nephilim did a lot of gene coding naturally when they were on Earth. Y'all don't think they're doing the same thing with the technology we have today? Y'all don't still think that they walk among us? Remember, the serpent was what? A reptilian. What they do is they put it in plain sight and they want us to think it's a joke. They desensitize us to it and all these different things. She's literally saying that her daughter's boyfriend is a reptilian right in front of our faces. And even if this is talking in code, what a weird way to talk in code. Holly weird, dude. Holly weird. Once again, TikTok, I did not call him a Jew. Kate Beckinsale did. I truly believe that if God didn't make a promise to us that he wouldn't flood the earth again, he probably would have flooded it again. I mean, if you just look around in the world, I guarantee you it's basically just as bad as it was in the days of Noah. And so if he didn't make the promise to us, y'all, I just want y'all to know, we would probably have had a flood and everyone would have been wiped off the earth. I'm just keeping it a beam with y'all. You don't have to agree with me, but just look around. I truly believe that that would have happened. This is one of the saddest things in the world. This man watched his wife burn in this Hong Kong apartment fire that happened last night. Yes, 3 apartment buildings burned down in the middle of the day while people watched and no one can do anything. They burned all the way down to the ground. This man, who is 71 years old, had to watch his wife. Watch his wife, guys. So far, it's being reported that 70 people have passed away and over 200 people are still missing, which you might presume is probably also deceased as well. Now, it seems like it was the people who built the apartment buildings who are in trouble for this, because 3 of those people have been arrested in the wiring and in the building of the apartment, because it's something about bamboo scaffolding, which is why the fire engulfed so quickly, because obviously bamboo catches fire really fast. But this is scenes from the fire. I mean, it's absolutely insane. It truly just reminds me of this. Like it's so sad. Like it reminds me of We Were Liars. Like, genuinely. Like, it's like the fact that the guy's just watching on knowing he can't do anything about it. Like, it's so sad. Then to die in that manner, oh my gosh. Prayers for the people in Hong Kong, man. Like lift up your prayers really, really high, because that is not only a sad way to go out, that's also just a sad situation to see firsthand. 79 people dead and 200 people missing. It's insane. And I believe the government is to blame. That's why the people are in the streets and they're protesting right now. The government is to blame for this. So apparently cell phones are exploding in Palestine. Yes, Samsung cell phones are exploding. There have been at least 3 cases. 2 of them have been hospitalized because of cell phones exploding. And this is strange. You want to know why? Because, do y'all remember, Israel sent cell phones in to Gaza. Sent cell phones into Gaza. No wonder. And then cell phones started exploding. But also, do y'all remember when Lebanon was attacked by explosive pagers? And guess who attacked them? Israel, the same people who supplied phones, free phones, by the way, to Palestine or to Gaza. And more interesting, do y'all remember that one interview with the Israeli representative where he said that every single technological device that has come out in the last 5 years has gone through the hands of Israel, meaning Israel have touched every single device that has been made in the last 5 years. Very interesting. They have access to the majority of devices through their spyware. And every other country just allows this to happen. I wonder why. Now, I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like they're going to weaponize this National Guard situation more than ever. They're going to weaponize this and to bring about martial law. Now, you might think I'm reaching, but just look at the details of it all. Happens near the White House, right? Happens during a time period where Donald Trump wants martial law. What is the easiest way to not only get people on board? It's to attack one of the military branches, right? And you activate something in the military branches, and guess what? Now they start responding, and next thing you know, we have soldiers on every single corner because they're not going to fear for their life that they have become a target. Obviously, rest in peace to the two people who did lose their lives, but I truly feel like there's something on the other side of it. Use this to fuel some type of agenda down the line or pretty soon here. That's the scary part, is that, like, what's even weirder to me is that the dude has connections to Afghan, and he was a former US CIA agent in Afghanistan. And so that's also interesting. I just feel like when things like this happen, it's to push a certain agenda. I could be wrong and nothing can come about of it, and it could just be whatever it is, but I'm telling y'all, that's not what it has been in the past. They've always tried to push some type of agenda after something large. Because mind you, this is very large. Something large like this happened. Because it was an ambush style. I mean, it was planned. It was obviously premeditated. I'm telling y'all. So do y'all remember when I told y'all about the Ghanaian man named Ebo Noah, who said he was a prophet and that God told him to build an ark because there is a flood coming? Kind of like the Noah story, right? Well, he just completed building that ark, and it took him over 11 months to build it, and he can take 5,000 people on the ark with him. Now, here's the thing, guys. There's a such thing called the Rainbow, right, covenant that God made with humanity, saying that he would never flood the earth again. And so that is the biggest issue here, is that God said he wouldn't do that again. So why would he tell this guy that he needed to build an ark for a flood that is coming? I don't know if I remember, he did say that the world was ending in December of 2025, which is this month. And so I guess a catastrophic flood is supposed to come. He said the Lord told him that. And so I guess we wait, but God also told humanity that he'd never do it again. And so I would take this with a grain of salt, but it really is interesting that he took 11 months to build it and he finished building it. So if something were to happen, don't say we were not warned. However, God doesn't break his promises. So this is strange.